Filipinos are not that known in Germany because it's quite far. But it's changing now because a lot of nurses going to Germany because we need nurses. So people kind of get used to Filipinos now, but I wouldn't say that people know Filipinos that much, that they already have kind of an opinion about Filipinos.
Okay, so the second question is, how do you think Filipinos perceive citizens of your country?
Rich, probably, although that's not true, but yeah. Beautiful. It doesn't matter how I look like, people will say I'm beautiful. No one says this in Germany. Yeah, and I think that's kind of...
So for the third question, describe the differences in the matter of speaking.
Germans are very direct. We always say what we think. We are very honest, and Filipinos are always obviously wearing, like making sure that the other one will not lose its face, being nice, being kind. But yeah, that's when Filipinos go to Germany, it's a little bit hard for them, especially when they start working, because if they do something wrong, the boss will tell them straight away, but just to make sure that in future they will not do the same mistakes. Whether here in the Philippines, people would not tell, oh, that was actually wrong, you should have done it this way. That's the main difference I notice. On the other hand, Filipinos, you guys are very positive, you're always smiling, you enjoy life, because obviously you have faith in God. In Germany, not many people believe. Me myself, I'm an atheist, I'm not in church, but this has kind of something to do with history, because where I grew up, church was forbidden, kind of, because it was the communist part of Germany. But I see it here in the Philippines that it helps people to cope with life and to see life, whatever happens for a reason, and everything will be good in the end. So that's what I really like here. In Germany, people are always like negative. If everything is bad, yeah, I don't have enough money, and yeah, that's not a good way of thinking. You should always think that, yeah, so many gifts that we've been given every day, and yeah, there is light at the end of the tunnel.
So our next question, ma'am, is what was your difficult adjustment stage in the Philippines?
First, getting used to the culture, because as I said, our culture is very different. So I would always, like with my boyfriend, I would always say what I think. If ever there's an issue between us, I would tell him without meaning it in a bad way. And then I learned that this is not really a thing. So to get used to the customs here, that was, yeah, it took me a while to adjust. Yeah.
So last question, ma'am. Have you ever experienced difficulty in transacting or communicating in English with Filipinos?
Not really. I mean, sometimes, especially when you go to more rural areas, then people are shy to speak. Like, always nosebleed, you know. So, but in the end, it's me, like, who should be able to speak the local language and not them being able to converse with me in English. So I really appreciate this because I've traveled a lot in Asia, and in none of the other countries, English is spoken that widely than here in the Philippines. So I appreciate this every day, and whenever there is a kind of language barrier, I just take it as it is, because actually it's you guys doing me good in speaking English. And the main thing, obviously, I learned, but that's totally fine because now I'm aware of it, is that you like to mix up he and she, because in your own language you guys don't have it, if I understand correctly, right? Yeah.
Okay, before we end up our interview, we want to thank you, ma'am, for your cooperation, and God bless you.
Thank you so much.
every day.